All right, happy Wednesday. Everybody's having a good week. We've got a newsy heavy agenda this week, and so I'll go ahead and get into it. First couple are read only. I'm going to skip right into the highlights from the Engineering Week in Review. There were a lot that I thought were worth highlighting, and I've bucketed them into themes from infrastructure dependencies. If you're into platform, Rails is now on 6.1. The other one that will affect some of us directly, all of us potentially indirectly, is that there's a change in behavior for Sidekick as far as how big of a job and workload is flowing through that particular pipe. And so I thought it was worth highlighting this, since this is something that we interact with. If not directly, then we contribute towards it with the size of some of our security reports that go through these workers. Moving on to process, there's a couple that are mentioned there. One about multi-version compatibility and backwards compatibility. There's a lot more information available in those links. The big one that is worth calling out is that since we are in a major release, the delivery team is moving up its deadline for packaging by a couple of days. And so that's worth us knowing if we're having to deliver anything in any MRs or changes into the platform code base itself, since that's the one that has the biggest time delay in getting things merged. Under tooling, Sentinel-1, we are the tip of the spear as far as re-enabling this. So this came back on to all of our laptops through Jamf on Monday of this week. So this is something to be aware of. Where we report issues is a good call out. So we'll have to follow up on that one, hopefully within this. Well, Todd's already got it. So there's your link for reporting if we have issues.
Yeah, and I actually have a one-on-one with Lawrence tomorrow. So let's gather whatever it is we have.
All right. And the next one, it's worth calling out, training. Diversity, inclusion, and belonging certification. This is something through EdCast. This has been put out as an OKR for everyone in this particular quarter. So if this is something you have not yet had an opportunity to do, please make it a priority. Because this is training is important. This is important, and this is important. So let's be aware that this is an OKR. There's a link to the training and also the content modules if this is something you're curious about.
So I will make two quick comments on that being on the advisory board. The advisory board's kind of miffed. It became an OKR because we hate shoving this down people's throats. However, for those of you who have done this one, we generated it internally. I helped come up with the scripts. I promise it's more informative than anything else. It's not painful. It's not one of those hokey ones. So, and if you have any feedback for us to improve it next year, the TMRGs actually work together to create this. And so we're always happy to, how do we make this better for everyone? So it's not one of the hokey ones, promise.
Thank you. And last but not least, from announcements, what we celebrate every week. So features and high priority bugs have been closed in the past 7 days. Here's the list. Yes, as always, it is the edited list. So if you're curious about what was closed as well as how it was closed, please click through on anything you're curious about for more information. Any questions on announcements before we go to the agenda? Okay, moving on. First one's for Thiago. And since I have a compatible hairstyle with him, I'll speak for him. There has been a code owner's entry that's been added for the container scanning template. Link is available to the MR with the diff note and a fallback entry for this whole security director for our vendor templates for all the engineering managers. So if this was a call out for all of us, if this is something we want to claim as far as making our groups code owners for the vendor templates that we provide, that our customers use to turn on, then this is a path forward for this. Any questions on this item? All right, Ross, floor is yours, sir.
Hello. As part of 14.0, we're removing the SAST default analyzers CI variable, and we use that in some of our security analyzers and projects to determine which SAST analyzer should run on those on both those projects and downstream projects. So hopefully it doesn't affect us, but if we miss something,
It seems like
make a
he
lot of noise.
disconnected.
Zoom is telling me my connection is unstable.
Yeah, you're back now.
Hi. Well, anywho, I tried to summarize, and I'll summarize the summary. If stuff breaks when this rolls to production, be noisy, please. And hopefully we'll get it fixed quick.
Yep. Thanks, Ross. Yeah, we wanted to call this out here and make sure everybody was available because we do rely on this for testing of all of our analyzer projects. And so if this causes pipeline breaks, we want to, one, make sure everybody's informed, and two, let us know so we can fix the problem, please. So. All right. That's it on the agenda for today. Is there anything else we should talk about while we're all here? All righty. Thanks, everybody. We'll use that to wrap up our weekly conversation. I'm going to stop the recording and we'll proceed right on into the coffee chat. So thanks. Have a good rest of your week. Talk to you soon.